Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your breaker for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Likes long walks on the beach, candlelight dinners in his Patrick Mahomes jersey,
None are better than this one, the best quarterback in the world.
Oh, there
Patrick
he is.
Mahomes.
and staring at the messy posters over his bed, it's Common and Chev.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Common and Chef here with Alex Tellez. Ready for an awesome noon show today, Alex. A lot of great stuff on that break page. Really good ratios across the page. For example, in that vault series, 9 and 14 chance at a headliner, plus 2 vault keys, plus the Josh Allen Chrome Speed Flex. The diamonds are loaded, 13 and 27 chance at a headliner. We got ourselves 5 Speed Flexes left in there. A lot of good stuff in the minis, of course, the practice squad. The basketball has great ratios. I cannot wait to get started. How are you doing on this Hot Take Wednesday, Alex?
I got to come up with a hot take. That's how I'm doing right now on a Hot Take Wednesday. I got to come up with one.
Me too, because I was just thinking about that on the, 20 minutes ago, and I was like, I don't really have a hot
I
take.
was like, is OKC just not losing a finals game or not losing a playoff game the rest of the playoffs a hot take? Not really. They're pretty good.
I mean, I think the Pacers will win a game, maybe 2. I like Indiana.
I do like Indiana, but OKC, they're just...
I should go the opposite of you and say the Pacers get 2 games at least in the finals. That might be more of a
That's
hot
probably
take.
what the line will be at. It'll probably be OKC or like Pacers, like 1.5 games.
Yeah, something like that. So we'll get into that as we go on the show. But first, let's get started with the usuals here. The randomizer, the dice roll, all the goodies here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Should be a terrific show here.
Hot morning.
Hot morning. The morning show was really good at 9 a.m. We should keep the party going. Hey, at least I knew it was Wednesday today, because yesterday I got mixed up with being off Memorial Day. I got a little mixed up, but I am Wednesday. Ricky's like, make sure you set that alarm, and I was like, I did. I had 3 reminders today,
There you
so I
go.
am here, and I'm ready to party. So let's see what our dice roll is. Looking for 6 or higher, 2 virtual dice. How about the highest number possible?
Oh, boy.
12.
That's a lot.
12 on the dice roll. A lot of clicking, which hopefully means a lot of boxes. A lot of boxes, hopefully, guys, here in the break room. Just a real quick note for anyone watching out there. Looks like we are live on all 3 platforms, but the restream chat may not be working on YouTube. So we'll try to keep an eye on comments coming through. I did try to refresh it, Alex, and no dice at the moment. So hopefully that does get resolved. But we are live on YouTube. Just restream chat's not showing up as an option on YouTube. So 12 on the dice roll. Let's see what our chase is. Wheel of Names chase item of the noon show. A lot of good ratios in that black and blue half and half, by the way. 8 in 11 chance at a headliner, if you catch my drift. Jerseys are the chase, which is the lowest entry point we offer. Whenever the jerseys land on the chase wheel spin, it is extremely rare we don't do a jersey. Extremely rare. So let's look at this rundown. Let's look at what we got on the page. A lot of good stuff, like I said. So Memorial Day has come and gone. This will be the last day available for the Memorial Day series. So if you like something in here, better get it this show, the 3 p.m. show, or the 6 p.m. show. Otherwise, this series is going off the site. Still got that beautiful Ja'Marr Chase Speed Flex with the 24 Triple Crown inscription. And we do have the double-up option, Ja'Marr Chase with the top 2 running back in the game right now, Derrick Henry, AFC North double-up. 7 boxes left, 2 photo headliners, plus Antonio Gates, the recent Hall of Fame tight end, most receiving touchdowns ever for a tight end. 1 spot lands you 2 authentic lids in the AFC North. Come and get those guys. Diamonds are absolutely loaded. We have every headliner left but Terrell Davis. Everything in here is available. Kurt Warner on the amp. One of the best quarterbacks of all time on that greatest show on turf. Bo Nix Speed Flex. One of the hot young quarterbacks in the game. Taking the Broncos to a playoff game. Very clean Bronco flex. I'm loving this inscription here lately, Alex. The 24 NFL MVP, Josh Allen on that Slate Speed Flex. One of the most expensive autographs that continues to rise in value every single day. Now, I think Josh Allen was the MVP last year. I think he deserved it because it is the most valuable player, and a quarterback is the most valuable player on a football field. I actually am not so mad at it being a quarterback award recently because it is the most valuable quarterback, most valuable player. I would say the best player, though, the most dominant player in their position last year was Saquon Barkley. He's also available here on that beautiful Eagle Authentic, an Eagle fan's dream to get a Saquon Barkley. Steve Young Speed Flex, the best lefty quarterback of all time, one of the most iconic helmets in football memorabilia, that golden red 49er lid, that is clean. I absolutely love the Winter Warrior Authentic. Winter Warrior, Justin Jefferson, available in here. The best receiver in the game, arguably. Look at this Baker Mayfield chrome, man. This thing is sick. The orange chrome with the creamsicle. I said this last night, and I'll stick by it, Alex. The most underrated quarterback in the NFL today.
100% Baker Mayfield.
I mean, top 3 in pass yards and pass touchdowns last year. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, back-to-back division titles. This guy is that dude, the Bake Show. Obviously, the chrome helmet is the most valuable Speed Flex we offer. Those cost the most money. They look the coolest. They're worth the most. So whether you're displaying or trading, know that specifically, we always tell you guys, the Speed Flex is the most valuable, but the chrome Speed Flex takes the cake over most Speed Flexes out there as well. Last night, we were calling this the Grape Derrick Henry Speed Flex. Grape. Looks like grape color, Alex. It's got a King Henry inscription.
You like purple or green better?
Yeah.
I'm a purple grape guy.
That I would go purple.
Green's a little more sour.
I feel like I gotta have a taste test right now because I love both. Here's that Derrick Henry, King Henry. Man, got a contract extension worth every penny, Derrick Henry. So, guys, we have a lot of good ones in here. Marshall Faulk as well on that rave. Get your spots. Let's rock and roll in this series. The move to change diamonds. All the photo headliners but Terrell Davis left. And actually all the secondary headliners left too. Speaking of underrated players, Brian Thomas Jr., historically underrated AJ Green. And we got Jim Kelly and Antonio Gates. 13 and 27 chance at a headliner of those diamonds. An absolutely loaded series. The diamonds are.
I mean, everyone always says, Chad Johnson hands down. As of right now, until Ja'Marr Chase retires, Bengals best wide receiver, AJ Green. Pretty good.
Really, really good.
And he had Andy Dalton compared to Carson Palmer.
Which, I love the red-headed beast, Andy Dalton, but there is levels to this game. So agreed, Alex. Fourth down vault. This is an awesome, awesome series. I mentioned the slate, Josh Allen. Here's the arguably best helmet in the break room right now. I'll get to that question here in a little bit, but given the player name, given it's a chrome, given the look of the helmet, this is the best lid, in my opinion, in the room right now. JA17. I love the red chrome specifically with the red visor.
Oh, yeah.
This is, again, how much of the helmet's worth? As much as someone's willing to pay for them, Alex. But this thing, low ball it in that 1,500-ish range. Could be a little less, could be a little more. You want to highball it, find the right Bills fan who's looking for Josh Allen, who believes that this guy will win a Super Bowl. He believes he'll win a second MVP. If you think Josh Allen will do those things, his autograph value is going to go up. Personally, I think he will. This will be across the board over $2,000 in value in a few years. My opinion, right?
100%.
That's just my opinion because memorabilia is getting bigger. The active players are getting better. The autograph value for these active guys very rarely decreases, usually increases year to year. This is the helmet to get in that vault, JA17.
That'd be the best helmet in the room.
That's what I'm saying. It's a beautiful lid and it's a big name. A lot more beautiful lids still lurking. LaDainian Tomlinson still has the single season rushing touchdown mark. We got Kurt Warner on that amp again, full-size helmet. Bo Nix on the slate for the Broncos. Terrific young quarterback. Derrick Henry again, the traditional Raven lid. Boy, if you're a Derrick Henry fan, we have him in 3 series right now. In Memorial Day, in the Diamonds, and in the Vault.
He's good.
So Raven fans, come and get your boy, Derrick Henry. Now, George Kittle, maybe the best tight end in football if we look at the whole picture. Terrific, terrific lid. Speaking of Raven fans, got that Derrick Henry. Double up with Terrell Suggs in the AFC North. We still got James Cook, by the way, for Bill fans. Double that up with the Josh Allen in the AFC East. Then Michael Vick secondary. It's a 9-14 chance at a headliner counting these 3 names. 11-14 chance if you take on the 2 vault keys left, which one of them, by the way, $300 vault key. So those are ratios that are really, really good. Practice squad, we got ourselves 14 boxes left, excuse me. That includes the Eli Manning Mini, which is such a perfect autograph. Actually, one of our HR people, Melissa, I was kind of, was walking in, said hello, and in her office, she's got an Eli Manning autograph hanging up. And I was like, that looks cool. So Eli Manning, you get that autograph on a napkin. It is awesome. One of the most beautiful autographs. Also a pretty rare auto in the room, Eli Manning. Edgerrin James on the authentic on that Lunar Hall of Fame running back. Aiden Hutchinson. The guys last night were talking about him, Ricky, and the new Alex Neatling. They're talking about taking him as the deep boy on their preseason bets, which would not
like
be
a real
bad
Lions
bet.
fan.
Yeah, real Lions fan.
Yeah.
Welcome. He's got a lot to brag about these days.
I'm going to go with the other guy. I know he got pulled in this series. I'm going to go with Micah Parsons this year.
Micah Parsons, I can see that as well. We got Sterling Sharp, secondary headliner, Garrett Wilson, 5 headliners total in that practice squad. Speaking of MVPs, we got a lot of MVPs in this basketball series. Karl Malone, former MVP, still available, licensed jersey. Dirk Nowitzki, former MVP, still out there. Shaquille O'Neal, former MVP on the jersey, still out there. Kevin Garnett, Larry O'Brien trophy, former MVP, still out there. Allen Iverson Funko, former MVP, still out there. Steve Nash, 2-time MVP, still out there. James Harden, former MVP, still out there. So it is MVPs galore in the basketball series. Paul Pierce did not win an MVP, but won perhaps even a more important honor, Finals MVP.
That's right.
Still available. And then, of course, Damian Lillard is actually the only photoed headliner left that's not a league MVP or a Finals MVP, but he is one of the clutchest guys in basketball, Dame time. We have Tony Parker, Tyler Hero, secondary headliners. Basketball is an 11-19 chance at a headliner. Plus, every spot purchased in this break is an entry into a top spot drawing. The winner of the top spot drawing will then receive a $5 gift card for every three-pointer made during the NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah.
They shoot a lot of threes. They make 100 threes. That's a $500 gift card. Now, that's between both teams combined. So, yeah, it's the NBA we know is all about threes these days. Get that gift card. Ratios. We always talk about ratios in the break room. There is not a series with better ratios right now than the black and blue half and half. This is where you go for your headliner ratios. We have an 8 and 11 chance at a headliner, a 6 and 11 chance at a photoed headliner. There is 4 photoed speed flexes that we know of still left in here. We have an NFC North double up. The Justin Jefferson Chrome could pair with that orange Urlacher lid. That is an awesome, awesome option. Here's that Jettas Chrome Flex with the yellow face mask, the yellow visor. That is super clean. Jay Jettas, very slight imperfections on these. In fact, I'll show off the Emmitt Smith lid in front of me here, which is a black and blue, and it'll give you an idea of just how clean these lids are. Jay Jettas Chrome, again, a guy whose autograph value is rising left and right. Probably the best receiver, him or Jamar Chase. Love this Jefferson Chrome, still available in this series. We have something that I think is really cool. The Baker Mayfield triple ripped with the creamsicle look. It's got the skull. I mentioned it earlier, the most underrated quarterback in the league. Perhaps the toughest quarterback in the league, Baker Mayfield. That is such a beautiful, beautiful lid there with the Bake Show. We do have the Russell Wilson, which, let's be honest, Alex, even if the Giants situation works out, best case scenario, you will always want Russell Wilson on the Seahawks first. That's the team you want a Russell Wilson speed flex on. I love that green ink, future Hall of Fame quarterback, Danger Russ. We still got the Derrick Henry authentic. Actually, I said 3. Actually, 4 series we have Derrick Henry.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
So if you enter the break room as a Raven fan, you can get Derrick Henry in all the high-end series. We still have ourselves the awesome Darrelle Revis Flash. Very, very clean lid for the Patriots. Then we have the secondary headliners, Marcus Allen, Eric Dickerson, 2 of the top 10 running backs to ever play the game, arguably. So 8 and 11 chance in that black and blue half and half. Awesome, awesome series in that one. We have the basketball one over the jerseys. We're down to 5 jerseys left. We got 2 total headliners, plus it's the Chase. Jamar Chase, speaking of chases, a guy that defensive backs have been chasing for a while, and nobody's caught this guy yet. Beautiful jersey. And then secondary headliner, Javon Curse still lurking in this jersey series. And then lastly, the mini helmets. I mentioned this last night. If you like minis, we have about as good of a mini as you'll see for the mini helmets. A flat white Joe Montana. We're not getting Mahomes or Brady in the minis. A flat white Joe Montana is like a tier 1 headliner in the minis if I ever saw one. When it comes to autograph value, aesthetics, that's as good as it gets in the mini helmets. You can also pair that with the Kurt Warner. Get a Kurt Warner mini, Joe Montana mini. That would be 4 MVPs between them. NFC West for $50. Get both of those if you double up. Jamar Chase, Troy Polamalu, and actually, I think they pulled the Ray Lewis this morning, I'm guessing. I was saying it last night. So the Ray Lewis is off the board, but Jamar Chase and Troy Polamalu, I imagine those 2 guys going against each other.
Oh, yeah.
AFC North double up. Love that orange ink on the Chase. We still got the Roger Staubach, Hall of Fame quarterback for the Cowboys. I'm not going to use this as my hot take because it's not that hot, but I said it last night. Best quarterback in Cowboy history. Roger Staubach for me. Legend. And then Luke Kuechly, one of the best linebackers ever, plus Jordy Nelson. Plus we have 2 secondary headliners. That would be Earl Campbell, Michael Vick. 19 minis left. 9 total headliners left, guys, in that mini series. Mystery box tab. We can get the mini helmets, the jerseys, the reps is personals, and the headliner package, which, I said this last night, I'll say it again. If you're a new collector out there who wants to experience variety and who wants to get, jerseys, minis, reps, authentics, see what it's all about, you get 4 headliner names for $1849.99. You are guaranteed 4 headliners in the headliner package. Then, of course, the rep helmets. We have been dodging headliners left and right so far in this series. It's almost every headliner is left with only 22 boxes left. Actually, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 photoed headliners plus Jalen Carter, Frank Gore secondary, 11 and 22 chance here. Full-size replica helmets. It's probably after an authentic. The next best thing in the break room, Bo Jackson, Kurt Warner, J.J. Watt. Could have a Mooning, Warren Moon, A.J. Green, Patrick Willis, excuse me. And then all the Williams. Not related except for being great football players. Ricky, Jameson, and Kyron Williams.
I actually think Jameson and Kyron are related.
Are they related?
I think they're cousins.
Okay, well, it makes sense. It makes sense, Alex. So the guys are all awesome players. So I'll ask you this question, Alex, and I'll ask the chat as well. Best helmet, maybe 2 best items in the room right now. What do you got your eyes on?
It's got to be the Josh Allen in the vault. A chrome flex of the MVP of the league. His value went up after the MVP. Imagine when he wins a Super Bowl. Imagine when he wins another MVP. It's going to happen. He's going to be one of the all-time greats. We all see it. His team lets him down. It's not his play. His team, his coaching, you name it, they're letting him down, not him. He is an all-time playoff performer and one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen already.
I just thought of my hot take. I don't know if you're going to say this is a hot take, but I'm going to put it out there. So he's got 1 MVP. Lamar Jackson has 2. My hot take, Josh Allen will get more MVPs than Lamar by the time the careers are done. Not the same. If it's the same, I would still lose the pick. Just because he's more durable, I think he's better. I do think, I could see him getting 2 more. I don't know if Lamar gets one again. Maybe he gets 1. But that's how good Josh Allen is. I could see him getting 2 to 3 more MVPs. There's your hot take. More MVPs than Lamar Jackson.
I'll give it on a mild, medium, and hot. I'll give it a medium.
Medium. Okay.
If this was a year ago when he had 0, hot.
He's still trailing.
He's
got to get 2 more the rest of their careers.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
That counts as a hot take.
I like it.
So JA17, I agree, Alex. This is probably the best lid in the room. But there is one that I kind of really like because I've never seen this exact type of helmet. I am kind of oohing, eyeing, and gushing over the Derrick Henry personally. Here's that Mayfield, which is also good.
That's probably my number 2.
Yeah, same here. It's a beautiful, haven't really seen that shade of purple before. And I love the King Henry inscription. The gold ink really pops. That's an awesome, awesome lid right there for the great Derrick Henry.
Stephen Lenhart agrees with the Josh Allen. 3 spots in the quad. We are halfway there.
Ooh, all right. Making moves, Mr. Lenhart. That is 4 to go in that vault quad box break. 4 chances at the Josh Allen. Stephen Lenhart, by the way, he was in here taking names last night.
You got a Chrome Emmitt Smith today. Not this one, but the other one.
So in other words, he's on fire. That's back-to-back shows he's been winning big. Looking for 3 in a row. Maybe looking for, you said how many spots in the quad he bought?
3.
3 spots in the quad. So
confident.
He could, best case scenario here, walk out with the Josh Allen Speed Flex.
Brian Urlacher, or no, wrong series.
I'm looking at the double up. So
Kurt Warner and George Kittle.
Kurt Warner, George Kittle.
And then LT and Bo Nix.
Yeah. So there's double ups in the West. So one of his spots lands him Josh Allen. And then the other spot potentially could be Tomlinson and Nix, or it could be Warner and Kittle. We have secondary headliner Terrell Suggs. Obviously, that pairs with the Derrick Henry.
Yep.
James Cook pairs with Josh Allen. So there's options in here. 4 spots in that quad. Stephen Lenhart is not messing around.
Unless we get the 0.1% chance Terrell Suggs is on a Chief.
I was talking about it. I think who was it that I was working with? Dom's like, I forgot him as a Chief, and I was like, Super Bowl champion
yeah.
with the Chiefs. Him and LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, that's right.
Super Bowl champion teammates on that first Chiefs Super Bowl. And he had a couple of big plays, actually. That Texan comeback. I was just watching the game on NFL Network last week. It was a replay. Actually, probably the best football game I've covered and seen in person because I was there inside the stadium for that game. And there was a beat writer for the Chiefs that started writing his headline, and it said, Chiefs choke again. And it was in the second quarter. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? So that crazy comeback. But yeah, Terrell Suggs had a sack in that game, got the defense going, and got that win for the Chiefs. So who's going to join Steven Lenhart, the big dog, not messing around in that vault quad? Now, where's Ronnie Sayre at? I know Ronnie Sayre's got to be.
Sayre, Ronnie Insulaco.
Scott Deans.
Yep.
These guys are lurking. Ronnie Insulaco was in the room last night.
He's been playing a lot. I like it.
Yeah, I like when Ronnie jumps in these breaks. So also jumping in is Christian Plage here. Got in that jersey break.
Cole was a big winner in the last show. Came away with that Emmitt Smith on the table.
Ooh, Cole.
Bought out the break, won the Emmitt.
So Cole, big dog. Maybe you get 4 spots in that quad. Maybe you buy out a black and blue again or a vault again. I will say with the ratios being what they are, 8 and 11 chance in the black and blue. We have 9 and 14 in the vault. We do have singles up there. You can buy out the whole single.
Even if he gets 1, 2 spots in the quad, then it gets it 3 or 2 to go, and then it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's really going to happen.
It's already going to happen, but he'll get it really moving.
And that'll put us at 10 to go. So that'll really get us kind of see where we're at, lay of the land. Because, if this goes to 10 left and there's a Josh Allen left, it's going to go pretty quick. It's going to go very quick, in my opinion. But the Josh Allen may not be left. Think of it this way in the quad. There's 14 boxes left.
Good chance he goes.
Yeah, there's a 4 and 14 chance or almost 1 in 3. This quad does feature Josh Allen. So if you're playing the odds, there's a real possibility of that JA17 Chrome in this Vault series. Such a clean lid right there. Josh Allen. Love that helmet. He's a guy that, given his personality, given what he does, he's in some ways impossible to hate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying you have to love him, but for me, I'm a Chief fan, and I can't not like the guy. Like, the guy is cool. He's an awesome dude, a very likable guy. That's an autograph you feel good about inside your home, right?
Now he's married.
He's married. And that's what they actually credit Seinfeld, Amanda Seinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld, that's what it is. The Steinfeld. I'm getting her mixed up with the other.
You're thinking of
name.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Maybe that one. Well, anyway, his now wife, he was really good last year. Obviously got the MVP. But the second half of last year, he really exploded. Mm-hmm. Like that Lions game, that Rams game. That's where the numbers started really going off the chains for Josh Allen, and that's when he got engaged. So maybe the key is behind every great man, there's a great woman. There has been a lot of engagements here recently at UA, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. There's one I actually didn't even realize till last night. So I won't mention that one. But
yeah, no.
I don't want to spoil anyone's moments.
I know that one. It did happen before the other one.
Yes, it did happen before the other one. So we did mention the other one already, Robbie.
Yep.
And he did mention it on air. So now if you weren't the betting favorite, you're definitely the betting favorite now, Alex. I think I don't want to mention anything, but I'll say there's a lot of the guys that are not married are either single or recently found someone else. So you are now the front runner in the clubhouse, Alex. No pressure.
We're looking at like 2027 here.
You still might win that bet.
I still might win that. Yeah, we might hire someone else though by then, and then who knows?
That's true. That is true. We might hire somebody else by then.
We might have 5 a.m. shows by then.
So we have what on staff? We have I think 13 people on the break team staff. Joe, Steven, Rip, and Alex. New Alex. Mm-hmm. Sorry to confuse you. Those 4 are married.
Yep.
We have 3 engaged now.
Yep.
And we have 6 that are not yet engaged or married. which I think is Mike, Nick.
No, see, if you name all of them, then you're gonna.
Oh, I'm gonna give it away.
You're gonna give it away.
I'm not gonna give away all the engagements, but anyway.
My money's on Chinmay.
Chinmay? Does he have a girlfriend? He might.
I have no idea. I've not worked one show with Chinmay. I'm just gonna pick Chinmay.
Well, I like Chinmay. He went to Mizzou, so he's a winner by proxy by going to Mizzou. So I see that there's some action in that half and half double. I'm seeing 5 to go. Did someone just get in there?
Scott Deans.
Scott. Oh, here we go, Scott. So Scott,
Get in the vault too.
Scott is what we call here in the break room a team player.
Oh, yeah.
He is the ultimate team player because there's a lot of people in this break room that are obsessed with winning. And I don't blame you guys. You want to win. You spend a lot of money. You want to win. Probably of any customer in the history of this company, I'm not saying that he doesn't want to win. Everyone wants to win. He cares the least about winning. You know how I know that? Because he'll buy 7 spots at a break. I tell him just buy one more, Scott, guarantee the win. He says, no, I want to have someone to play with.
Yeah.
He likes to have some fun. For him, it's not just the autograph value. It's not just the PC. It's the fun experience at UA.
Well, yeah.
So you want to have some fun, Scott? Help out Steven Lenhart in that vault. Steven's got 4 spots. Knock out a couple more, if not all 4. We get 4 vault boxes coming out. We all have some fun. And really good series for him. Niner fan, he's got the George Kittle, but he's actually a fan of just helmets, period. And this Josh Allen, obviously the cream of the crop in the room. Let's get that vault knocked out. I want to see that vault break here soon. You got the double up options, of course, with the Tomlinson and Knicks. We got the Warner and Kittle double up option. And of course, Josh Allen still available here in that 4th down vault break.
Yeah, I mean, you could play Madden, franchise or NBA franchise by yourself all day, but what's more fun playing online with your friends?
Ultimate Autographs,
Boom.
the most fun
Just
place
like
to
that.
be, man. So, and he did get in that black and blue half and half,
He did.
which is
That's close,
5 to
too.
go. So I'm going to drop those links in the chat. We'll start with the Vault Quad, 4 to go. Let me get this dropped in. Vault Quad, 4 spots left. And then we will head on over to this awesome black and blue half and half. That is 5 spots to go. So these two, I'm pretty sure between now and about 2 o'clock, the next about 90 minutes, there's no reason why both shouldn't sell out, Alex. So those are 2 breaks we'll definitely get into today. So Scott is in, Steven's in. Who else is in that B&B double?
The black and blue double is Steven and Scott.
Oh, Steven Lenhart.
Steven and Lenhart's in there
Okay,
too.
so those 2 guys mean business.
Yeah, and then in the vault with Steven, it's Donna Reagan.
Oh, Donna's got a spot in there.
Yeah.
What's up, Donna?
knows
Donna
what's up.
Reagan? Is that Karen Reagan or is that a different person?
I have no idea.
I know there's a Karen Reagan, and I think they're, Donna Reagan. Not sure if they're.
Is this the first sister duo?
That'd be nice. Have we ever had sisters play in the
I
break
think so.
room?
We've had husband, wife, brother, sister, brother, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've had sister, sister.
We had a husband and wife last night, the Davenports.
Of course.
So it's a family here. Literally, we got blood family and we got our break room family.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the chat. Which, by the way, speaking of the chat, I don't know. This is not, grade school, Alex. We don't have cooties. So we are here. I saw, and by the way, the YouTube restream chat's not working. I just went to YouTube. I see Alex Dreyer did comment there. Who's he talking about? I saw the news yesterday. He posted it on Facebook. I see you're talking. Yeah, we saw the same post, Alex. So there you go. I got to pull up the YouTube because that restream chat hopefully will get resolved before the next show. But yeah, congratulations to anyone that's engaged out there. I don't want to take anyone's moment. So
You know who you are.
we know who you are out there. We know who you are. You may have went to multiple places in the last few months, but finally popped that question.
It was Jeff August.
Jeff August got engaged?
Sure.
Shout out to Jeff.
All of his Packer helmets.
Hey, those helmets will not divorce you, Alex.
That's the next thing up in the UA history books. Someone's going to get engaged to their helmet.
Ooh, okay. I mean, look, you won't have an issue of divorce. The helmet will never yell at you. It'll never tell you that you have to do this and that.
It'll tell you to keep getting more.
Clean the room. Vacuum. Why is it messy in this living room?
It's going to tell you to put on all the games.
Why is there a sock there?
Order all the pizzas.
Oh, come on. Come on. It's making me hungry, man. Someone recently got engaged to themselves, I saw online.
Sure.
Alex.
Why not?
So, helmet is makes a lot more sense. How's everyone doing on a Wednesday afternoon? Tanya says, what's up, guys? Let's get a B-ball break. B-ball with your homies. NBA playoffs are hot right now, although looking like the NBA playoffs are getting close to wrapping up. You think the Thunder knock out the T-Wolves tonight?
Yeah, at home.
Uh-huh.
I think they take it. The T-Wolves played probably the best game that they could have, and they still lost. Mm-hmm. I know Ant and Randall didn't put up stats, but DiVincenzo couldn't miss. Walker, or SGA's cousin, was on a roll.
Had they won, I still would be betting, because I took a brief betting break after a rough weekend, Alex. I had a parlay that would have cashed me a lot of dough involving the T-Wolves money line. And I was like sitting there, I'm going to cash out. And I was like, no, they'll come back. And I think they would have had they had another 5 minutes, but it was a little too late.
It was just back and forth, and every time they got close, OKC would just hit another big shot.
Uh-huh.
They shot better from three. I think they had more rebounds.
It was the turnovers.
It was the turnovers, but even then, OKC only outscored them by 3 points, which was enough.
Yeah, that's just enough. So nice cowboy helmets to Steven. Yeah, that's Emmitt Smith, NFL's all-time leading rusher from that half and half. Very, very nice lid. We have some great NBA items in there. Tanya, like we mentioned, Malone, Nowitzki, Shaq, 3 of the top 10 scorers of all time. Pierce, Garnett, Iverson, Nash, Lillard, Harden. So many big names in that basketball break. Come and get them, guys. Come and get them. I think the Knicks and Pacers is
tomorrow
a little more intriguing, at least game 5. I don't see the Knicks having a chance to win 3 in a row.
No, but they might
win game 5.
They can make it interesting because they potentially could have 2 home games out of these last 3 games. It's way more likely to come back when you have 2 home games in the last 3.
They have played better on the road this year. The Road Warriors, the New York Knickerbockers. So that's to look forward to here in the sports world for all the football fans that are itching for some football.
I definitely am.
I know I am.
It's my only hope for any Chicago team.
Oh, I forgot you're not a Cubs fan. I was going to say the Cubs look good.
Cubs are great.
They look good, but you don't really care.
Sox are winning right now, at least. But
are they?
They are winning as of right now.
Okay.
So it's only the top of the second.
There we go. Hey, at least they're not the worst team in the league.
They are not the worst team in the league.
It is the Rockies. Yeah, really excited for football season. I was going to say, though, obviously NFL takes a break. If you have the itch to see football, maybe see football helmets, talk football, good news about this break room is that, unlike the NFL, we're here every single day. The break page, you can order any second of the day. And I think last year, maybe with the exception of maybe like one day, maybe a couple major holidays, I'll put it this way, Alex. We're here at least 360 days of the year.
We were on every single day last year, whether we were on every single show. No,
yes.
But we were on every single day last year.
So you could see us every day here in the break room.
Yeah.
I remember that we had a show where we had the company Christmas party, and we didn't have a show, and everyone freaked out.
We didn't have it.
And then we had like so many pre-fills.
Yeah.
It was like,
I think they walked in at 3 p.m. for the 3 p.m. show, and there was about 5-6 pre-fills.
Yeah. So that was quite the show. So what are you guys up to? How's everyone doing? Did you guys have a good Memorial Day weekend? I know it's been, also for many people, their kids with graduations, with proms, etc. Folks are just recovering from that busy season, but we get into June here, Alex. I know there's family vacations, but a lot of those activities are done. And one thing that's great about our show is you can actually watch it on your tablet. You can actually put your headphones in, go for a walk outside, listen to the break room, and make orders from your phone.
Beautiful thing.
You don't have, the weather doesn't have to be the reason to not watch the show, because we are portable with these phones we have these days, right?
Yeah, and you can buy our breaks from anywhere in the world.
That's exactly right. I'm not 100% sure about North Korea, but I think we might be safe.
Anywhere that you can go.
Okay. Yeah.
How about that?
How about that? So let me put this in the chat. What would you guys like to break next? Let me know, folks. Definitely think a vault, a black and blue, and I think a jersey break will all happen the show with the jerseys being 4 to go right now. I'll drop that link in as well. Drop the vault and the half and half earlier. Here's that jersey single, 4 spots to go here. Come and get it, guys. Come and get it. So I think maybe first order of business maybe should be this vault 4 to go. You said it earlier, Alex. We knocked this break down. The 2 to go, it goes pretty quickly. It goes pretty quickly. I'll ask you this. Let's talk, Josh Allen's in here. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills this upcoming season.
Oh, yeah.
They are one of the betting favorites to win the Super Bowl. What do you think? Are the Bills the favorite in the AFC? Is it the Chiefs? Is it the Ravens?
It's still the Chiefs until proven otherwise.
Okay.
It's one of those things. I would love to see the Bills get it done. The Chiefs have just proven it for how many straight years?
A lot. I think it's what?
Since the Bengals?
4 straight Super Bowls they've played in? No, 3 straight.
3 straight.
3 straight,
Yep.
and then Mahomes will look to tie up Bills legend Jim Kelly with 4 straight appearances.
So until proven otherwise, it's still the Chiefs. I know me and Colin were, we picked 2 teams. We went through the Patriots schedule because someone was saying their over-under is like 8 or 9 wins. They have a very easy schedule. It actually, we could see it. But then we randomized. We did the Chiefs schedule. We ended at 13-4.
Yeah. The Chiefs, they're always there. I do put Buffalo as the second favorite personally, just because you're talking about being there, doing that. I still got to see the Ravens in the playoffs. They're a team that seems to make some mistakes in the playoffs they don't make in the regular season.
They go away from what they're good at.
Yes.
Which I don't like. It's like,
well,
you're good at this the whole year, and then it goes wrong for 1 quarter, and you go away from it.
Run Lamar and run Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's 2 years in a row.
Which Derrick Henry, by the way, in that vault, we got the Derrick Henry flex in the diamonds. I put Buffalo as my number 2. I agree about the Chiefs. Got to prove it otherwise that you can beat those guys because there's some really smart analysts that want to look smart, calling for the Chiefs to not make the playoffs. I'm like, they lost 1 game last year in the regular season when their starters played. So I think they'll regroup. But I do like the Bills as the number 2 team just because of, I've actually seen some stuff online. Now, this always have to be very careful when you read camp reports, Alex, because you have to take it with about 4 grains of salt.
Oh, yeah.
But I was reading one yesterday about Keon Coleman, who was the guy we get as a filler.
Your 2 receivers.
Apparently, Keon Coleman has bulked up, 10 pounds heavier, all muscle.
Oof.
And apparently, he's somehow gotten faster in the offseason.
Honestly, he was already pretty big to begin with. So maybe just shut off any fat that he might have had, which is probably very little, and that's now even muscle.
They're saying that he's running his routes crisper than ever.
Yeah.
So again, take it with a grain of salt. Very rarely do you hear negative stuff about someone in training camp. It just
offense wasn't the problem for the Bills.
Yes, they got to figure out
the problem.
Defense in the postseason is where
just defense against good teams.
Yes,
they're kind of like a merchant against bad teams on defense.
Against the Jaguars,
against
0
the Jaguars,
points. They look good.
Against the Jets, against the Patriots.
So I still think the Bills with Josh Allen got to be among the favorites. Actually, we have a lot of players on this graphic that are left. Josh Allen, I think, will be a playoff player. Yeah. I think we can agree Derrick Henry should be a playoff player with the Ravens.
James Cook, who needs a contract extension.
Secondary headliner in the vault. Yep. I think Bo Nix and the Broncos, to me, will be back in the playoffs.
They're going to be good.
And this is not a hot take, so don't take it for a hot take, Alex, but I think the Niners get back in the playoffs this year.
Oh, see, my hot take is going to be the opposite of
Okay, let's go.
The 49ers, Jacom, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Jacom.
The
Niners will not be making the playoffs, and Kyle Shanahan will be moving on to his Andy Reid team.
You got to do my boy Jacom dirty like that.
It's over.
So I'm going to go the opposite route because we've seen this story with the 49ers the last 6 years. They make the Super Bowl, then they have injuries and maybe an off season. A couple years later, they're back in the Super Bowl, then they have injuries and, have issues. A couple years later, back in the playoffs, back in that mix. I know there's no more Debo. I know there's some question marks about the receiving core, but I do like Brock Purdy. Obviously, I love George Kittle, got that extension. I think McCaffrey stays healthy, hopefully. I know they'll get Bosa back, Trent Williams back. So I think that Niner team, I'm going to pick them to get the wild card, though, because I did pick the Rams to make the Super Bowl.
I like the Rams.
So I'm hot on the NFC West. So I guess the Seahawks have to miss the playoffs this year. And the Cardinals missed the playoffs.
I like the Cardinals a little bit.
So I like the Cardinals to choke Week 18.
Solid team.
Have a chance to make the playoffs, get eliminated Week 18. Alex.
I like that, yeah.
That tends to happen
and
quite a bit.
And then the Bears slide in. Then the Bears slide in. Just let it happen.
God, I hope so, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I know they're making Caleb watch Matthew Stafford tape,
which is good.
It's good stuff.
So there's 4 wild card teams? No, 3 wild card teams.
3 wild card teams. I think 2 will be coming from the NFC North.
Oh, man.
And I think the other one will be the Commanders.
So then I would have to pick the Packers, Commanders, and Niners. I hate to say it. I want to pick the Bears, Alex. The Vikings will be there. The Bears will be there. But I would pick the Packers, Commanders, and Niners then, based on my logic.
My playoff teams, Eagles.
Yeah, duh.
Eagles, Commanders.
Yeah.
Lock it up for those 2 teams.
Yeah, those sound pretty
I
safe.
still think the Lions will make the playoffs.
Thank you.
The Bucks.
Yes, I agree with that.
The Rams.
Yes.
And I'll slide my Bears in for the last spot.
All right, I hope so.
I got to
hope
do
I'm
it.
wrong.
I can't leave them off.
Speaking of the Bucks, we do have that sick Bake Show helmet. Actually, 2 sick Bake Show helmets. We have the one in the diamonds, the chrome, which is very, very clean Baker Mayfield chrome. But then we do have the one in the half and half, which is 5 to go. The Rip Baker Mayfield Speed Flex, very clean. What's up, Charles Nelson? Says, hey, Common. What's going on, Charles? Charles is getting ready for Riot Fest.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Charles Nelson.
When is Riot Fest? I was actually maybe going to go.
September.
Okay, yeah.
September 20th, something?
Because my girlfriend's birthday is the 21st.
Oh, I think Dom's birthday and Robbie's are right there.
That's why she loves the song September.
Makes sense. It's like that Parks and Rec episode where Andy's like, let me think of a good song and with a month, and he's singing like March or May to April or something. So, by the way, that half and half, guys, I know it's black and blue. You guys will look at this Emmitt Smith helmet, and on first look, Alex, I don't really see what's wrong with it.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's maybe if you look at at the front, kind of.
Is there like a little bubble, sort of?
Whatever that is. Like
Yeah.
a little extra paint almost
But
kind of on it.
that's how good these black and blue helmets
tell.
are. Just to showcase, they're very nice. Oh, Robbie's, I thought it was the 20th or 21st. Well, Charles, you are the expert on Ultimate Autographs birthdays. I know he's got the calendar pulled up. So I defer to Charles when it comes to people's birthdays.
Let's see. If I just type in Slack, happy birthday, Robbie.
Oh, that's a good idea.
When did it come up?
By the way, 1-year anniversary for Ricky Whitmer today, I
The
saw.
20th.
20th
The
of
20th.
September.
Yep.
Alex should join us at Riot Fest too, says Charles. Yeah, everyone's welcome.
Might have to happen.
It's going to be a party,
Yeah.
man. It's going to be a party at Riot Fest. I hope you're a Beach Boys fan.
I heard he wants to go for the Beach Boys.
Because that's what Charles is going for, the Beach Boys. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think in the
I
chat?
think we got a jersey coming up.
What are we thinking for after the jersey break? I know it's not a pre-fill technically, Alex, but I know historically you and I, the shows we do together, if there's a jersey that's the first break of the show,
Oh, yeah.
usually adds up to
Pretty good day.
a pretty good day. So Thomas Curley, Michael Convey, Robert Pracht, Christian Plagg, Robert Walls, and Michael Kirschbaum here in the jersey. Jersey single number 24. Go ahead and drop me a box number.
Michael's been big at closing up these jerseys and minis over the last day or two.
Kirschbaum?
Yeah, I've noticed. Yesterday, he
right.
closed up the minis and jerseys a couple times.
Well, the minis is probably where I would head, to be honest, of those two, with Montana, the Chase, the Warner, the Staubach, the Polamalu, the Kuechly, Jordy Nelson. I know the jersey break was closer, but right now with the ratios and what's left, Michael, if you're listening, I get in those minis, man. Those are loaded. But do need a box number for the jersey break. Let me know, folks. Let me know what we're thinking on the jersey break. A lot of afternoon baseball today, Alex.
Yeah.
Any bets?
No bets. No bets for me.
Are you on a betting break like me?
I've been on a betting break.
Good for you.
I did a little bit of the NBA playoffs. Was solid. Nothing too much. And then I was like, yeah, just putting it away.
I was about even. I was actually up for the last few months until this weekend. And I'm back to slightly down probably. So at least a month break. But every time that I don't bet, what I would have bet hits. Because last night we were talking about the game. I was like, Pacers win this game. And, lost opportunity. It always works that way.
I might have to just wear socks something every time I'm on the show because they're at 4-0.
There we go. White Sox against the Mets, too.
Yeah.
Mets are 21-6 at home. The White Sox are 5-23 on the road. And the White Sox are winning. Because sports, Alex.
Yeah, why not?
Because sports.
Because I'm wearing this.
The Mad Bomber, is that Kirschbaum? Looking for the wheel, sounds like.
I'm guessing so. That would make some sense.
Yes. So Madison Bumgarner, what? No. We have 6, 7, 8, 23, and 24. I'll go to my picker wheel with so few boxes left here for the jerseys. Obviously, Jamar Chase is the big one we're looking at. The terrific wide receiver for the Houday Bengals. He says, that's me. Yes, sir. All right, Michael. We've got ourselves, how about my favorite number, 8? 8 coming off the board for the jerseys. Ocho. All righty. And then I'll pull the randomizer up, get you guys set up here for our jersey break.
Beautiful thing to have the jersey boxes.
Yeah, they're nice. Do you think they're smoother, Alex? There's been a debate
Yeah,
on the staff.
I think so.
I think they're smoother.
Like, apparently, I guess according to shipping, they are slightly bigger.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Good. You can
Yeah,
get an
slightly
extra
bigger.
pizza slice in there.
I guess so.
All right. Be careful, though. Pack it up neatly. You don't want it on the autograph. All right. So 6, I think it's 12, actually. A lot of clicks
is 12.
today. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, Michael Kirschbaum, you got the NFC North. Right below is Robert Walls in the NFC South. Michael's got the NFC East. Christian's got the NFC West. Robert in the AFC North. Thomas AFC South. Michael AFC East. And actually, Michael Kirschbaum AFC East. Michael Convey AFC West. A couple Michaels in here. Robert Pratt, by the way, does have the headliner spot with Jamar Chase in the AFC North. All right. Oh, okay. Well, it was a good spot to be in, apparently, Robert. It's not the Jamar Chase, but it is one of the best tight ends in the NFL. David Njoku on the beautiful Cleveland Browns jersey. Beckett QR code on that one. I made the comment earlier that Baker Mayfield is the toughest player in the NFL, right? We have Baker Mayfield, speed flex in the diamonds, Baker Mayfield, speed flex in the half and half. Pulling David Njoku makes me question that statement because this guy's face
Got burned.
literally got burnt off, and the guy played that same week.
Yeah.
So one tough son of a gun, a bright spot for the Cleveland Browns, who are, just throwing darts for the quarterback position right now.
Yeah, but he's been pretty good.
He's the one reliable guy that they're going to throw to, no matter who's the quarterback. Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders.
Who we might have soon in the break room.
Okay. Well, hopefully he makes the team because there's, reports about we'll see if he makes it. I don't get why they drafted him and Dylan Gabriel both. That was the weird one.
Drafting Shedeur wasn't a bad pick, but it looks bad when you take Dylan Gabriel, too.
And you already have Pickett and Flacco, and you still have that contract. I know he's injured Watson, but they do still have him technically under
Yeah,
contract.
Dylan Gabriel. They drafted him a little high. He could have.
Yeah.
They could have waited like another round or two, and he still would have been
Yeah.
there.
We'll see.
But
We'll see what happens.
It's the Browns.
So the Browns don't really. I mean, speaking of Baker Mayfield,
had him.
the Browns would
had
gladly redo everything and go back to Baker Mayfield, which again, he beat the Steelers in the playoffs in Pittsburgh
By a lot.
by a lot, and then the next season he played injured the whole season.
Yeah.
So just getting Baker Mayfield out of town to me never made any sense. And obviously, he's been great since, and the Browns quarterback situation has been disastrous since.
They were also a Chad Henne-less play away from potentially beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, got the first down and sealed the game.
Chad Henne will always be a legend for that first down
Yeah.
in Kansas City. So with Mahomes getting hurt in that game.
Like, you were in a one-score game with the Chiefs in the playoffs. That's pretty impressive, and then you trade your quarterback a year later.
Yeah. Weird. Makes little sense. It's not a guy that obviously, is not lacking for talent. Former Heisman winner, first overall pick. We do have Baker Mayfield on that sick chrome in the diamonds and the sick chrome, actually the sick speed flex, the rip speed flex in the B&B.
Crazy, too. All they traded and got for Baker Mayfield is a fourth-round pick.
A 4th-round pick?
Yeah, to the Panthers. And then I think they just might have released him, and he went to the Rams.
Oh,
Brutal.
rough. That is rough for Cleveland. They don't hold on to their stars, apparently. So, opportunity lost. Speaking of Baker Mayfield, those two lids I mentioned, one of them being in that half and half, which is 5 spots to go. I'd say it's actually like a triple rip, isn't it? The Baker Mayfield triple rip. It's got like sort of like the white. It's got the creamsicle. It's got the pirate. It's
Very
got the
nice.
red and the orange. And it's got the orange visor. Again, I am struggling, Alex, to see what's wrong with that helmet.
Can't tell from the video.
It looks absolutely stunning. That Baker Mayfield speed flex.
Also, Jamar Chase is still in the jerseys. I'm only leaving one personal up still. There's only 4 boxes left. I'm only going to leave one personal up. Otherwise, just some live breaks from there.
So very, very clean Bake Show helmet right there. I also love this Justin Jefferson, man.
Oh, yeah. Best receiver in the game.
Right now, I'm like second guessing myself because the NFC playoffs to me are so wide open because I would be leaving out the Vikings in my scenario. Leaving out the Vikings in my scenario.
They got a
Alex.
big question mark because we got to see how good J.J. McCarthy really is.
Well, this guy will make his life a lot easier.
He will make it a lot easier, but rookie QB.
Okay,
see.
so you're not, because I think Minnesota's going to be right there.
I think they'll be right there, but it's going to be hard to win 14 games with a rookie QB. Like, they're not going to be as good.
Robert won the last one, but it was Robert Pratt, not Robert Walls, unfortunately.
Yes.
Robert Pratt won that David Njoku. So that Jettas Chrome, the purple Chrome has very, very quietly become my favorite Chrome in the game. Alex.
Very nice.
The purple Chrome is just breathtaking on that Justin Jefferson Chrome Speed Flex. That is an incredible helmet, if you ask me, Jay Jettas. Just a stunning, stunning lid. Who wants that one? Viking fans, hit that gritty Jay Jettas. I mean, no matter who the quarterback is. I mean, he made Josh Dobbs, Nick Mullins, Sam Darnold. It just makes everybody look better. And again, what is wrong with that helmet, Alex? That video, like, it looks insane.
Oh, it's amazing.
So that's an awesome, awesome lid. Guys, 8 and 11 chance at a headliner in this half and half, by the way. Roughly half the boxes left will be speed flexes, Urlacher, Mayfield, Jefferson, Russell Wilson, all 4 speed flexes, plus Darrelle Revis, Derrick Henry. 6 and 11 chance at a headliner. You tack on the secondary headliners, Marcus Allen and Eric Dickerson. That's an 8 and 11 chance at a headliner in the half and half. Beautiful, says Mad Bomber, right? So let's get the Jettas. Let's get that Mayfield. I know somebody's paying attention, Alex, because someone just jumped in, putting that break at 4 to go now. So that is
Donnie DeHut.
Donnie the Hut, Pizza Hut, Jabba the Hutt, Donnie the Hut. the best kind of hut here in the break room. A couple other orders coming in. James Stanhope jumping right back in the jerseys. What's up, James? Donnie getting in that black and blue half and half. Again, guys, this Emmitt Smith helmet that I'm proudly displaying in front of us somehow was a black and blue item, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make
It's
sense.
very, very clean. Speaking of, a team that we probably didn't mention in the playoff hunt, the Dallas Cowboys will be up there too. We'll see. It's a very tough division, but, Dallas Cowboys with Dak coming back should be good for sure. So the hot take, actually, Alex, is we're going opposite of each other. I've got the Niners. Well, what are the odds for them to make the playoffs? Do you know?
The Niners?
Yeah, the betting odds. Because I have the Niners in the playoffs, and you have. Oh, my hot take was technically Josh Allen more MVPs than Lamar Jackson. Because I'm guessing their odds got to be about even to make the playoffs.
To make the playoffs, minus 180. To miss, plus 150.
Also, it is a little bit of a mild take for you.
Yeah,
They are favored to make the playoffs, the Niners.
I'll take it.
So you're getting a lot milder with these hot takes compared to that Tua take.
Oh, you got to slowly drop it down.
You started off red hot and then went down
I mean,
to mildly hot.
I guess this will be hot for you, and I'm sorry, Rip, but Dolphins will finish last in the division.
Oh, that's a hot take. Last in that division.
For sure, I go Bills and then probably Patriots.
You guys love the Patriots. Dolphins get second.
Mike Vrabel.
I would
Better
go
coach.
Bills,
Better coach and better quarterback.
Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. I'll put the Jets in last. So I like that Dolphins team. Obviously, got to stay healthy. That's a concern, but that's a team that's been really good the last few years. Last year, a little bit of a step back. Still got second with 8-9. So, yeah.
Really good. I don't know about really good.
I mean, pretty good. They
won
were
a
in the playoffs in 2023.
I haven't won a playoff.
11 wins in 2023, 9 wins in 2022. They haven't played like last place football. 9 wins in 2021. So last time they had a really bad year, Alex, was
2019.
in 2019,
The year they
5
got
and
to.
11. So yeah, I think Miami's been solid. Mad Bomber says, bro, you really think the Jets will do better than the Dolphins? You have to have smoked something. Oh, boy, that's harsh.
That's why it's a hot take.
It is a hot take, but I hate to say it, Alex, but I'm with Mad Bomber on this one.
That's why it's a hot take.
The Jets have been they've been rough. They've been struggle busting.
Would it be a hot take to say the Jets will finish last in the division? No, because
No.
they consistently do it.
Yeah, they always do it. Yeah, the Ricky hot take is the hottest hot take of them all, Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
And it is beyond hot.
Yeah.
He's got the Panthers being NFC champions. Now, I don't know. He was talking about placing this bet. I'm not sure if he did
It was based on like history when these certain things happen.
Yes, I know what it's
Panthers-
based on. I listen to it every
Yeah.
Tuesday, Alex. But I think he's placing a ticket on a Panthers Raiders Super Bowl. $10 to win a lot. And I'm like,
Enough to retire.
it's only $10, but I would rather not waste $10 personally.
Got a pizza.
Right? You can do so much with that. So much more than losing for sure. So yeah, it is hot takes. We like to have fun here in the break room. That definitely is a hot take. I mean, yeah, the Jets. I'm not very high on the Jets. I'll put it that way.
I'm not high
Alex.
on the Jets. I'm just low on the Dolphins.
Yeah, you are low on the Dolphins. I have a nickname for you, Alex. It's called Tua Hater. That's your nickname. And I'm a Tua lover of sorts. I feel bad for the guy.
I think he's a good guy.
He's just, I
think he's average quarterback.
when he's healthy, I think he's
He's a check down artist.
he's got a nice deep ball, nice touch on it.
Anybody's got a nice deep ball to Tyreek Hill.
I have him like healthy. Emphasis on healthy. When he's healthy, I put him top 10, but the bottom half of the top 10. Like in that 8 to 10 range, Mr. Tua. So we'll see what happens. Definitely will be fun to revisit the hot takes with Alex Tellez. I have a hot take, not even really a hot take, but it would be a shame to miss out on the black and blue right now. 4 to go in that double box break. Here's my take. We see a speed flex in the next box. It's not hot given the ratios, but want to see the Baker Mayfield, want to see the Jay Jettas, the Urlacher in there, the Russell Wilson. That is very, very nice. What's up, Josh McKinnis? Josh McKinnis in here looking for the Darrelle Revis. Big time.
Getting closer
Patriot
on that black
fan.
and blue half and half.
Who just got in?
Robert Patton.
What's up, Robert?
Or Robin Patton.
Robin Patton's a Seahawk fan. And the greatest Seahawk of all time, for me, all due respect to the legend Steve Largent, it's Russell Wilson, right? He's the quarterback. I mean, I think he's the best Seahawk, most impactful. I mean, Richard Sherman was really good. Cam Chancellor, that defense, Bobby Wagner. I know Marshawn Lynch was good. But if you could pick one Seahawk, I would pick Russell Wilson personally.
Russell Wilson, Steve Largent, Sean Alexander.
That's a good one. That's a good top 3.
Don't forget about Steve Largent.
Yeah, respect Mr. Yoda. Now, what are the chances the Jets do better than 5-12?
I actually say hi. They went 5-12 with washed up Aaron Rodgers. And he didn't even play the full year.
Are they getting a new kicker this year?
Yeah, that was another big issue.
Their kicker missed like 3 kicks last year.
I think definitely a coaching upgrade. Aaron Glenn compared to whatever they had last year.
He's never, I don't know.
He's never been a head
DC.
coach, but
I say 50-50,
culture changer.
Mad Bomber.
Culture changer. I'll say they go 6-11.
Yeah, I would say 50-50.
One more win.
They'll be right around that mark, the 5 to 6 range for the Jets.
It's the Justin Fields special.
Yeah, 5-11, 5-12,
6-11.
6-11.
Best case 7-10.
All right. What are we getting into right now?
We got Derek getting into the minis and the basketball break.
What's up, Derek? So minis and basketball are moving. Let's refresh here. Take a peek, see where we're sitting there. Looks like still 4 to go in that vault quad. We're now 3 to go in that black and blue double. That mini break is 7 to go. And I think the basketball single, which could happen, $53 potentially for a Shaq autograph, for a Dirk licensed jersey, for a Malone licensed jersey, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, so many former MVPs, Steve Nash, James Harden. All those could be won for as little as $53 in the Beyond the Arc basketball mixer series. Karl Malone, Allen Iverson, 2 of the best basketball players to never win a championship, Alex.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, John Stockton up there, obviously Malone's teammate all those years, Charles Barkley. But if we look at the cumulative career, not just talking about the prime, cumulative career, the best basketball player to not win a championship is Karl Malone. I mean, he's top 5 all time in scoring, and all the other top 5 guys all won championships. So, you might not like the guy, but, his pedigree, his track record, an icon, Karl Malone, in the basketball world. What are your guys' Super Bowl predictions, says Mad Bomber? Well, I've got the Chiefs over the Rams. That is my Super Bowl prediction. The way too early Super Bowl prediction, Chiefs over Rams.
I do like the Rams one.
Yeah. What do you have? Let me guess. I'm going to channel my inner Alex. I'm going to say Ravens is what you'll pick. Not the Ravens.
I'll go Bills over Rams.
Bills over Rams.
Bills finally get it done.
So we call this the Rams show, Mad Bomber. We do. Speaking of Bills, we have the best Bill probably of all time when it's all said and done. Certainly the most expensive Bills autograph, Josh Allen on that Chrome Speed Flex. For the record, Alex, if I had to rank the most likely teams to win the Super Bowl, I would put the Bills as number 2. I like the Chiefs, the Bills, the Rams, and the Eagles are my top 4 Super Bowl teams right now. I just think it's very hard to repeat. I know Kansas City did it, but it's going to, Philadelphia will be up there. No doubt about that. Their roster is really good. They didn't lose their biggest stars necessarily, but they did lose, some secondary players, literally secondary players. And Darius Slay, I think, C.J. Gardner-Johnson as well. You know, it does take 11 guys to win a Super Bowl. So I'm going to go Chiefs or Bills. I'm going to say the AFC wins the Super Bowl this year. That's my call. AFC. Is the Emmitt Smith available in the Memo series? No, we just pulled it last show, Roddy.
Yes.
Mad Bomber's going Vikings-Bills. A matchup of two teams that I think have never won the Super Bowl before, Alex.
No.
Vikings-Bills. Is he a Vikings fan?
I'm gonna.
And why is he not in that half and half, Mad Bomber?
He's either a Vikings fan or a Michigan fan, because you got to be high on JJ McCarthy. We're getting closer to that black and blue half and half, though. 2 to go.
Yeah, so we have the best Viking right now, Jay Jettas, on that Chrome Speed Flex. Good Vikings, says Donnie the Hut, which I'm guessing he's looking for. That is a... Oh, he is a Vikings fan. Okay, I was going to say, all due respect, I was going to guess you were going to be a Viking fan if you're picking the Vikings in the Super Bowl.
I went through the Dolphins schedule. 6-11.
Oh, Alex.
6-11.
All right. Minnesota Vikings to the Super Bowl. Hey, J.J. McCarthy won in high school and college. That would be quite the leap of faith for the Vikings, though. I'm trying to think the last time the Vikings made the Super Bowl, like years ago.
In the late...
Like when it was first the Super Bowl, I think. I think they made it like in the 70s at one point, Alex. Minnesota Vikings. Because they haven't been since I started watching football.
In 70, 74, 75, and 77, it says?
Yeah, they were really good in the 70s. I was going to say.
Yeah, Purple People Eaters?
Fan Tarkenton. So they were close in the 70s. But hey, now that's a hot take Wednesday right there.
Yeah, I like it.
Vikings. That's a hot take, Mad Bomber. Vikings to the Super Bowl. If that has any chance to happen, we might have our first ever 2,000-yard receiver, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Because they're not getting there without Jay Jettas.
I mean, J.J. McCarthy would have to have the Jaden Daniels type season last year.
Uh-huh. That draft class.
He's got the weapons.
The draft class has been really
Oh,
good.
it's a great draft class.
Bo Nix available in our vault as well. Obviously, had a great rookie year. Jaden Daniels took his team to the conference championship. Michael Penix in brief time looked good. Caleb Williams had some moments. Drake May had some moments. So far, that draft class has been terrific, Alex.
Yeah, I think all the quarterbacks from that draft class are set up very nicely this year.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Jaden Daniels, we already saw. They got a good culture around him. He already went to the NFC Championship.
Sure.
J.J. McCarthy's got all the weapons. Caleb has all the weapons. They both have offensive head coaches. Penix has a bunch of weapons. And then Drake May got a new head coach and some more weapons as well.
Yeah.
And then Bo Nix has Sean Payton.
Yeah, which is
They're
a
all,
pretty
they're all,
good
They're
weapon.
all in great situations right now.
So, I mean, that's how you win the Super Bowl. You get your quarterbacks, you give them good guys around them, and you make things happen.
Yeah.
I will say McCarthy still, to me, has a really good situation with Jefferson, with Addison, with Hawkinson, with Aaron
I'd
Jones.
buy stock in him if I could.
Yeah, so maybe I'm starting to rethink my just maybe, Alex, I'll pick the Vikings instead of the Packers to make the playoffs. How about that?
I like it.
How do you like them apples?
I like those apples.
I have the Bears in fourth.
Eh,
I hate it. I
okay.
hate it.
It's okay.
There was too much hype last year, and I want to see it before I can believe it.
Caleb Williams undefeated at Lambeau Field.
That is true. Chicago-born, says Mad Bomber. Vikings fan my whole life. My grandpa pretty much disowned me. Vikings fan football. Cardinals fan baseball.
Oh, man. Chicago born, and those are the two teams. That's...
Look, I like you, Mad Bomber, but I don't necessarily blame the grandpa.
He's a rebel.
He's a rebel. He's a rebel. So he should talk to Ricky Widmer, Chicago area Viking fan, right?
It's Ricky's baseball team.
He's a Cubs fan.
He is a Cubs fan?
Yeah, he's a Cubs fan. Sorry, Alex. He's a Cubs fan.
I'm just a baseball fan at this point.
Yeah. Hey, your team's looking good today. Still looking good, Alex? Yeah, even better. 5-0.
How about that?
5-0 the White Sox today.
Had to be different from everyone else. There you go. Hey, whatever works. It's good to go on that black and blue half and half, guys.
Yeah, that's coming up, guys. I think my fiance's brother, everyone, like his dad was a Cubs fan. Everyone in the family is a Cubs fan. He became a White Sox fan to be different. And now he's paying the price. Now he's paying the price.
Now look at Bob. He's going Rams Chargers. L.A.
Oh, look, I'll be fully honest. Bob has been drinking the Justin Herbert Kool-Aid since before he started here. It's not bad Kool-Aid to drink. Justin Herbert is a terrific quarterback, but even like 3-4 years ago, like before he joined our staff, when I started here, Bob has been all aboard the Justin Herbert train for years now.
He's a great quarterback.
There we go. Matt Bomber, I'm with you, man. Look, Alex knows this. I used to be a little league umpire, and even like 7th, 8th grade baseball, they would rail into you. I covered local high school sports during my time in Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas. You cover enough high school games, you become friends with the refs, and then you kind of feel bad for them when everyone's yelling at them. So personally, Matt Bomber, I am the number one person that loves officials, probably in the world. I am very quick to not blame the officials because they're human beings. There's mistakes everywhere, but in a long game, usually the calls even out. So I also cheer for the umpires, the referees. I am team referee / umpire. No doubt about that. My second grade teacher was the wife of American League umpire Bill Kunkel. There we go, Bob.
There you go.
Shout out to Bill Kunkel and Bob's second grade teacher.
Take your shot in the half and half, man. I know he's gotten 4 or 5 spots in the minis and the jerseys. Get that up a couple times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Michael.
You get a speed flex, man.
You get Justin Jefferson. There's no Justin Jefferson in those series. The black and blue does have Justin Jefferson.
1 to go in the double. 1 spot is all it takes.
So drop that link in, guys. Scott Dean's jumping back in. Half and half double. Yeah, I know we always tell people spend your money the same way, but I am a risk taker personally. Risk takers the way I've always been, Alex. So like Alex said, you buy 4 spots in a jersey break. You might as well go in and get in a black and blue double.
Like this scenario that he had right here. He had 3 spots in the jersey. Sadly, didn't come away with the win. Use that towards the half and half. Get a chance at a speed flex.
Yeah, worth a lot of more money, those speed flexes.
Yeah. Same thing in the vault. Get that Josh Allen. Because those 3 spots in the jerseys, that's 1 spot in the vault.
Yeah.
That's all it takes to win Josh Allen.
8 and 11 chance at the black and blue half and half. Now, I know obviously it does give you better odds with the 3 spots.
Yes.
But there's a lot of customers. Dom and I were talking about this off air last Friday. A lot of customers will buy in the cheaper breaks and think, well, I'm not spending as much money. You end up buying 6 to 8 spots in a jersey break. You could have bought 2 spots in the black and blue and spent less money. Michael did it.
Attaboy.
Dattaboy, Michael. Dattaboy, Alex. We have the black and blue is ready. Black and blue double number 1 for this show. What number is it? 8. Go ahead and drop me 2 box numbers. Maybe some speed flexes coming up here in the B&B.
He's got closer magic.
He does have closer magic. Steven Lenhart does have starter magic, though. If Ricky's listening on his 1-year anniversary. Starter magic, Alex. I'm a believer. 13, he says. All right, 13 is good. And 1 more. It is a double box. I do see 13 on that ticker. Yes, sir. And Steven says, let's double 13. Let's see 26. So 13 and 26 coming up, guys. Good luck here in the B&B. I will give my number and hope, says Mad Bomber. There we go. Hey, you share the same favorite number as my fiance. She loves 13. She was born on May 13th. So that's her number. So 12 times on the way for our double box break. Good luck, guys. Let's get that vault done this show as well. Now, looking forward to some awesome, awesome breaks. He says, now just give me that NFC North. Let's see. 12 clicks. 9, 10, 11, 26. Well, NFC North is Steven Lenhart. He's got the NFC North. Michael, you do have the NFC West, though, which could be a Russell Wilson speed flex, which You win that, you can trade for the Jay Jettas, for example, right? So born January 13th. There we go. Makes sense. Makes sense why 13 is your favorite number and my fiance's favorite number. Both of you guys born on the 13th. How about that? So Steven Lenhart, NFC North. Robin Patton, NFC South. Scott Deans, NFC East. Michael Kirschbaum, NFC West. Steven Lenhart, AFC North. Donnie DeHutt, AFC South. Steven's got the AFC East. And Scott in the AFC West. 2 boxes coming up. 13 and 26 in the B&B, black and blue. All right, looks like we got an authentic lid coming up. Ooh. This is one of the most underrated football players of all time. 3rd all time in rushing touchdowns, a league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, a Heisman Trophy, a college football Hall of Famer. Ooh. Marcus Allen on the Chiefs, Lunar.
There you go.
So I said 8 and 11 chance at a headliner. That's a secondary headliner. Nice lid right there, Scott Deans. And yeah, I mean, maybe this slight black chip here in the ear hole, which again, you have to really look at real closely, Alex. But overall, very, very clean lid with that red ink. Marcus Allen going home to Scott Deans. Oh, Michael also has 3 siblings who are also born on the 13th. That is interesting.
So 9 months before every 13th.
Right?
There's something going on.
The 13th is a very popular date in that family.
Yeah.
Well, unless, Alex, maybe they were... Sometimes kids come a day or two early or late, but...
Something about the middle of the month.
That middle of the month is when, you know, it was a good time. Good time in the middle of the month. Nice hit, Scott. Marcus Allen authentic. On the Chiefs. We don't get that often in the break room. Usually a Raider helmet. No, that's a Chief lid. Marcus Allen. What happened 9 months before the 13th? I think you know, Bob. I think you have a good idea at what happened. I think he's being facetious, Alex. Bob Boulay. All right. Get this Marcus Allen back in the box. So now it's a 7 in 10 chance at a headliner. But better yet, Alex, 6 in 10 chance at a photoed headliner and a 4 in 10 chance at a Speedflex photoed headliner still. Come on, NFC West, he says. Good luck, my man. Looking to be king of the West. Let me actually get this up, undo. There we go, Scott Deans. Congrats, Scott, on your Marcus Allen. All right, one more coming up here. 26 out of 30. NFC North could be a Speedflex. Urlacher Jefferson. NFC West, Russell Wilson. Baker Mayfield, NFC South. We do have flexes left in here, guys. Some awesome flexes.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh, Alex. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Well. This is good. This is really good. It's a bonus speed flex. The and more section.
Oh, pay this, man.
Look at this. James Cook.
Damn.
James Cook on the Bills speed flex. As you can see, the face mask is coming off slightly. That is why that is a B&B. I'll be honest, though, Alex. When you display this, it looks pretty good. Very, very nice lid. You mentioned pay this guy. He deserves it. All those touchdowns, I believe, tied for first in the NFL in rushing touchdowns last year. James Cook. So very, very nice. Very nice lid indeed. Yep, Derrick Henry had 16 touchdowns. James Cook and Jahmyr Gibbs all had 16 rushing touchdowns. Tied atop the NFL lead last year.
And that's with all those guys having either a quarterback or another running back taking away touches.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, Josh Allen got some touchdowns running the ball. So
And Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
And
Jackson.
David Montgomery for Gibbs.
So nice job there, Steven, on your James Cook. Steven Lenhart. The guy does not stop winning here in the break room.
Run it back.
Steven, if that's up for trade, SMC, email me. I will say this, Sean. You're a Bills fan. You like the James Cook. There is 4 to go in that vault double. Obviously, everyone knows that we have the Josh Allen Chrome Speedflex, Alex, a terrific looking lid. But we also have a James Cook secondary headliner. So if I'm Sean, I take my shot, Alex. I take my shot in that vault break. Looks like we have some action in Memorial Day. Is that right?
Yeah, Danny.
So Danny getting in last day of Memorial Day series. We do have that beautiful Jamar Chase Speedflex.
The basketball break's halfway to go.
4 to go in the basketball, guys. It's actually easier to tell you what is pulled as opposed to what's left because we've only pulled Cade Cunningham, Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, I think D. Wade and Tyrese Maxey and Kareem. Everything else is still left, Alex.
Scott Deans wants another half and half.
All right,
You got
Scott.
2 spots.
Scott says run it back.
Get in there, Steven.
I got you, no problem. SMC, I'm just saying you're looking for Bills on the trade block. We got a lot of Bills here in the break room as we speak. So Scott's right back in that half and half, 6 to go, and getting that starter magic. Well, where's Robin Patton? Is he coming back in for that Russell Wilson? Danger Russ, Alex. And not really much changed that last break. We pulled, a authentic, and then we pulled a secondary headliner, and then a surprise flex. So guys were in for that Baker Mayfield. They were in for that Jay Jettas. By the way, double up Jefferson and Brian Urlacher. So the big ones are still left, guys. Come and get them. Come and get them in that B&B half and half. It is 1:27. We'll go till about 2 o'clock here this show. Obviously, if we're super busy, could be a little bit later. If we're not busy enough, could be a little bit sooner. But looking at about 30 more minutes, Alex, for the noon show. So whatever breaks you want to get done this show, get your spots now. Otherwise, we'll pick it back up at 3 p.m.
2 to go on the vault quad.
Who just got in, Scott?
Deans.
So Vault Quad is 2 to go.
Get it done.
So get that quad done. 4 more boxes coming out. Maybe this James Cook is foreshadowing. Last night I pulled Bruce Allen. Now it's James Cook. A lot of Bills here lately in the break room, Alex.
Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith, yeah. Pulled him last night with that 200 sack inscription.
Very nice. Halfway on the black and blue half and half.
Is that Steven?
Oh, yeah. They're both
All
ready
right.
to party.
So Steven and Scott are heating up the break room here. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you getting your spots. Appreciate getting your spots, guys. And just real quick, just want to reference, I'm hoping that a lot of times, Alex, when we restart the show, the Restream chat does come back on. I did try to toggle once. It didn't work. But I do see some comments coming through on YouTube. Robin Patton said a great comment. Russ is a close second. So Ronnie saying, hey, Common, what's the hot helmet in the room? It's the Josh Allen. The Josh Allen.
Yeah.
There's Scott on YouTube as well. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Let's see that chrome. So the hot helmet right now for me has to be Josh Allen. 2 spots to go. JA17 on that chrome.
Yeah, I would say if you guys have access to Facebook or Twitch, I would try and go on there.
Yeah, for commenting.
Yeah.
So had to search the Facebook to see that
Yep.
JJ and JA chromes. So you can still watch on YouTube. Just the comments are not going through on our Restream chat.
Yeah, it'll pop
on
up in the YouTube chat, but won't pop up on Restream.
Exactly right. So, and hoping a lot of times once the show restarts, it'll pop back up. I'm hoping that should be the case for the tube. So good to have you in the room, Scott. Answering all the YouTube questions, though. JA17 is the coming in hot helmet here on that Chrome Flex. So 2 left. Who's going to get that vault closed up? 4 boxes coming out. I know oftentimes You guys see the price and you're like, I don't know. Keep in mind, it is a quad box break. And that means 4 boxes come out at once. So 4 chances at the JA-17, for example. 4 chances, guys. Don't sleep.
Yeah, if you're already going to play, 4 single breaks, or if you're going to play the double twice, why not just hop into the quad?
Might as well get in the quad. Exactly right.
Jody Grider did. We are 1 to go.
Now, Jody Grider, this might have been our show last Wednesday, Alex. He jumped in his first ever quad, and he won 2 helmets.
That was Robin Patton.
Was it Robin Patton?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so. One of the shows I did last week, Jody Grider jumped in to a quad and got 2 helmets.
Because it would have been.
I think it was Baker, and I think it was our show. I think he got like Baker and Drew Brees, maybe.
It was Jody Grider.
Yeah.
Yep, I thought it was Robin Patton. Yeah, Jody Grider had the Drew Brees and Baker Mayfield.
And he's like, that's my first ever quad, guys,
Yep.
in the QB room last week. And he got them both. So quads are very, very kind to Mr. Grider. So 1 spot to go. That quad is definitely going down this show. So really good noon show, really good 3 p.m. show. We got good vibes, good momentum here in the break room today. I think we'll do 2 more breaks this show at least, Alex. Could be more, but this quad 1 to go will happen for sure. This black and blue 4 to go, I think, will happen. And then...
There we go.
Quad ready?
Yeah, our main man, Michael.
Michael's back in there. All right, Mike. Vault quad. Go ahead and drop me 4 box numbers. So, a Vault, Jared Menzer, by the way, to answer your question, the Vault has 14 boxes left, and we got 9 headliners left. 6 photoed, Allen, Tomlinson, Warner, Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, and 3 secondary, Terrell Suggs, James Cook, Michael Vick. We also have 2 Vault keys, which would be 300 and 100. And good afternoon to Jody Grider as well, saying afternoon, guys. So who's got the 4 box numbers here? 4 boxies. I know the Barkley Chrome was 1, Mad Bomber, but there is a Saquon in the diamonds. Just so you know. Saquon Barkley Authentic in the diamonds. So
Yeah,
I'll give you guys
Jefferson.
about 30 seconds on those 4 numbers. Otherwise, I'm going to the wheel. Donna Reagan, Stephen Lenhart, Scott Deans, Jody Grider, and Michael Kirschbaum in here. And I do have the YouTube chat pulled up just in case I see numbers on there. Otherwise, we'll leave your fate in the wheel. It is out of 30. So we'll go 1 through 30 on that wheel spin.
We got 1 wheel from...
Okay, so put wheel times 2, Mad Bomber.
4.
Wheel times 4, actually, you're right. So if it is a quad box break, you got to say wheel times 4.
Got 17 and 23 and a wheel.
So we need 1 more number or wheel. So 17 and 23 from Steven. It is in our rule page. If you want the wheel, you got to say wheel times 2 for a double, wheel times 3 for a triple, or wheel times 4 for a quad, or just type out the word wheel, 2, 3, or 4 times. So 17 and 23 and the wheel. Need 1 4th number. If you want a wheel again, Mike, he says wheel times 2, perfect. So no 17 or 23 available anymore. And then I'm going to go to the wheel here and pick our next 2. Thank you guys for knocking out that quad break. Terrific job from our terrific customers. All right, 16, 1, 6, 16 in the vault. 13 is the closest. Yep, barely, because we have 20 as well. And then 1 more, Alex. Looks like 30. 30, which I think we do have. Jeff August, the bookends are gone, 1 and 30. What is he going to do, man? I don't know. Poor Jeff. My wife will kill me, says Mad Bomber. Well, I hope that's not the case. If there's an investigation, we do have chat proof here, Alex, right? You got this. You got this, Michael. You know, you got your own hobby. She's got hers. I believe in you, my man. Supposed to be taking a break from sports memorabilia shopping. By the way, I think the YouTube did go back up now, so it did reconnect. So if you're on YouTube, your comments should come through now. It is showing 3 out of 3. So did you just type in a test run, Alex?
Said hello.
Yeah, came through.
All right.
So I think we should be good. Well, came through down here, but maybe it'll go up there in a second. So 5, 6 clicks, 12 clicks total. 10, 11, and 12. All right, Steven Lenhart, you got the NFC North. NFC South is Jody Grider. NFC East is Steven Lenhart. NFC West is Steven. Scott's got the AFC North. Donna AFC South. Michael AFC East. And Scott AFC West. So what's up, Jer? Says, yeah, same, doesn't happen. So, yeah, I'll mess with the settings between shows, which is weird, though, because the other ones show up on the left-hand corner. It is now showing up on my Restream chat, though, for the sake of box numbers, Alex. Just not the top left-hand corner for whatever reason. We'll start with 13. Lucky number 13, perhaps, for a customer here. 13 on the way. Come on, one-time common, says the Mad Bomber. He's got the Josh Allen spot.
Oh, boy.
How about that? Good luck, Michael. Well, we do have a headliner. It's the Dean in the break room. Scott Deans with the LaDainian Tomlinson slate right there. Second all-time in rushing touchdowns. The single-season rushing touchdown record. Former MVP. One of the best running backs ever. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Very nice.
So good job, Scott, on that full-size rep. LT. Very clean.
I always go back and forth between him and AP for the best running backs I've been able to watch.
God, it's so hard. It is so hard. And Marshall Faulk being a very close third for me.
Yeah, I didn't get enough of him.
I lean LT like just so slightly ahead of Peterson. He was a better pass catcher is what gets him the tiebreaker for me. But depends on the day.
Yeah,
you can't really go wrong with either guy.
Even Peterson was just a better runner.
Yeah, Peterson's a little bit more.
Peterson's easily like just the best. Like hand the ball off to this guy 30 times.
But Tomlinson gets you like 80, 90 catches, in a good year. Both up, thanks, says Scott. Love the slate look, says Michael. Absolutely. We'll put this one on here for now, LT. It's a nice looking lid right there. LaDainian Tomlinson. Actually, put it up top here on LT. Next, Emmitt Smith, actually. So, most rushing touchdowns ever, Emmitt Smith. Second most rushing touchdowns ever, LaDainian Tomlinson. How about that for some running backs?
Scott's hoping for Bo Nix next.
Right? Get that double up out west in the AFC. What do we got here?
I think he did that against the Chargers too, didn't he? AP the 296.
Yes,
and I think
that was against the Chargers. His rookie season.
I think Tomlinson had a bunch of yards too that game.
Yeah, so it makes sense. I haven't seen this guy on this helmet recently. The last few I pulled at least were Atlanta. This is Michael Vick on the Eagles rep. Secondary headliner. He was a comeback player of the year with the Eagles. Maybe, in my opinion, the best throw I've ever seen, where he had that throw to Deshaun Jackson, Monday Night Football, Steven Lenhart, the 4-time Pro Bowler, Michael Vick.
There you go.
I think it was Peterson's rookie year, too. The 296 that he had.
They won 35-17. LT only 40 yards and a touchdown.
So
AP 296 and 3 touchdowns.
That day, Peterson won the battle.
2007. So yeah, it might have been his rookie year.
Nice job, Steven, on the Michael Vick. Very, very nice lid right there. MV7. All right, I'll put this one back in the box.
Yeah, rookie year.
So the authentic lid still lurking. The Speedflex Josh Allen, the Kittle, the Henry authentic, the Bo Nix authentic. So you kind of want to see the reps, because unless you're in the break, because then the headliner ratios of authentics getting better. Cole looking for a trade with Scott. Is Cole a Charger fan? We have a Gates, by the way, secondary headliner in the Diamonds and Memorial Day for Charger Nation.
Yeah, we get a lot of Adrian Peterson in the room too.
23's coming up next. 23 out of 30. Well, we got a vault key here. Congrats, you have won a vault key. I haven't actually pulled a vault key in a hot minute, Alex. So good to have a vault key back. Will it be 300 or 100? Black and blue headliners Cole left include Brian Urlacher, Baker Mayfield Speed Flexes, Jay Jettas, Russell Wilson Speed Flexes, Derrick Henry, Darrelle Revis Authentic, and a secondary headliner, Eric Dickerson. That would be what? 7 headliners in 9 boxes, Alex.
Oh, man.
Which is wild.
Yeah. No kidding.
Oh, man. How about a double up here? Double up on this Eagles lid. It is Steven Lenhart. I don't have the cheat sheet.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell, there you go. So Kenneth Gainwell from Alex Tellez, the backup running back on that Super Bowl team last year. Nice get, Steven. You get a vault key letter as well. Choose wisely. It's either $300 or $100.
Oh, man.
And I definitely trust Alex because he knows these autos like a guru, but it's a good chance to show off the Beckett QR code. So if you don't have the paper cert, which a lot of the companies don't have anymore, I know we got our little cheat sheet, Alex, but all you do is take your phone, you hold it up next to the QR code, and it's going to pop up and tell you who the player is. So Beckett authentication, this is coming up, and it is Kenneth Gainwell. So there you go. Kenneth Gainwell, I know it's a little small, but it does say Gainwell on that cert.
The Justin Jefferson's still out there, but the Moss is gone in the half and half.
Correct, yes. So half the Vikings are left.
I think they pulled the Moss this morning.
They did pull it this morning. I saw it, yeah. So come on, help me out, Common. We'll see, Michael. I don't control the randomizer, but obviously, JA could be next. So B on that vault key for Steven.
Yep, right here.
So get B off the ticker.
Yeah, oh, look at that. JA. Speaking of JA, here's a JA.
Oh, right.
Jeff August.
Jeff August is in?
Not in the breaks yet, but in the chat.
Oh, okay. He'll get in the breaks in good time, Jeff August. No doubt about that. So we'll get the Lenhart W pulled up here. And the headliner ratio is getting better, man. We have yet to see an authentic in this break, Alex, which means that the authentic ratios are getting really good. Actually, to be exact, there's 11 boxes left counting this one, Alex.
7 headliners.
And we have 7 headliners left, including a Speedflex Allen, a Bo Nix, a Henry, and a Kittle. 4 authentics that we know of left in this series.
This is one of those situations, too. Only 11 boxes. I would just knock out the quad.
Yeah.
I mean, after this box, it'll be 10.
10, so run it back.
40% chance Josh Allen's coming out.
In the quad.
In the quad.
Those odds are getting really good.
Compared to a 10% chance in the single.
Exactly.
Obviously,
right.
you can win it for cheaper, but the odds of it coming out. And you can win
the James Cook with it, potentially, as of right now, at least.
That's a good point.
We do have one more box coming up. 2 boxes counting this vault key reveal, which 300 is still left, Alex. $300, still a possibility here in our vault break.
I was thinking about getting a seat, Bob.
Oh, come down 35% now, $52,000 each. So, Bob, you're telling me I should go into credit card debt and not pay for my wedding so I can watch the Knicks lose Game 5. I will pass. I will pass on those tickets.
We'll see if Mr. Salas can get a year's worth salary.
Yeah, right? $300.
Woo!
$300. Ultimate autographed gift card for Steven Lenhart. Big money, Steven. Big money. I would probably have to make $1 million a year, Alex, to pay for tickets that are $52,000.
To consider it.
Yes, to consider it. If I'm making $1 million or more, then I would think
If
about
I'm
it.
Timothy Chalamet or Ben Stiller, yeah.
Yeah, $52,000.
Well, there we go.
It's like, forget the wedding, forget the honeymoon, just, forget everything. I'm going to one basketball game, honey, and we're going to go into deep, deep credit card debt to pay for it. I'm going to max out a couple cards, Alex.
There you go.
Just to go to that game. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry, Bob. Sorry. We got the authentic coming out. Full-size authentic. Oh, we're talking about headliner ratios. This isn't even a headliner. It isn't authentic, though.
Oh.
Burr, it's scary. It's Dave Casper, Casper the Ghost, the Hall of Fame tight end, the former Super Bowl winner. I can't wait for that new John Madden movie, by the way.
Nick
Have you
Cage.
seen that? Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So John Madden coached Dave Casper, Steven Lenhart, Scott Dean's getting the most spots in here. Both of the gentlemen doubling up, but not a single authentic photoed headliner in that break.
That's one of those you never want to lose. It's one of those breaks if you lose, you're not that mad.
Yes,
Because none of the photoed headliners besides LT came out.
exactly right. So 10 boxes left now in the vault. It is a no-brainer run it back break. In the last 10 boxes, we have the Josh Allen Speed Flex, the Kurt Warner, excuse me, full-size rep,
Yep. We got the Bo Nix authentic, the Derrick Henry authentic,
and the George Kittle.
and the George Kittle.
So that would be 5 photoed headliners in 10 boxes. We still have a Terrell Suggs and a James Cook secondary headliners. The James Cook, by the way, coming out of the black and blue that you saw earlier today.
Plus a $100 bulky.
Yep. So 70% chance at a headliner, 80% chance at a headliner or a vault key, and 50% chance at a photoed headliner. And let's be honest, the best hit in the series still left Josh Allen. Like Alex just said, if you get in that quad vault, 4 boxes come out, 40% chance that Josh Allen is in that quad box break, by the way.
I'm either doing that or I'm getting a single to myself and, taking the chance.
Taking a chance, yeah. You know what I would be doing? I'd be getting a spot in the single, the double, and the quad.
That's another good point.
That way you guarantee a chance to be in the break that Allen likely comes out of, right? Matt has already volunteered to fly you guys east on the UA Golf Stream. Well, look, if Matt wants to pay for the ticket prices, then I'm in. But otherwise, I don't see it, Bob. Forget the marriage, says Ty Percival. We're going to New York for a basketball game. So I'm going to drop the vault link in for you guys. I'll drop the single, double, and quad, Alex. Let's drop all 3 links. Here's the single link. Make it nice and easy for you guys. I will drop the double link as well. Here's the double link. Oh, she would be mad, Ty Percival. She would be very, very mad. And then here's the quad link. So all 3 versions of that vault break. Come and get it, guys. $149. Technically, it could save you money over time. What could? Going to the next game? So you're saying drop the woman and then over time, yeah, but
All the money you would have spent.
yeah. I don't know. I love my fiance, Alex. There are certain things that, money can't buy. And having a sporting partner, I think I'm going to pass on the next game.
We get a lot of Max Crosby. That is Dave Casper. Max Crosby, bad auto.
Yes, that's Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, you can read, for the most part, Dave Casper on that one. Mm-hmm. Max Crosby is some squiggles.
We do have Max Crosby in the room quite a bit, though, so you will see him as well. Tim Brown, Marcus Allen, a lot of Raiders here in the room.
Yeah, I can't wait to get Ashton Genty in the room.
That'll be
Geno
nice.
Smith. That'd be nice to see some Geno Smith.
Ashton Genty, yeah, we've never had that in the break room. That'd be nice.
We've had Shador Sanders. We'll have him again soon.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm just trying to think out of people out of this class.
Talking about rookies you want to see in the break room?
We've had Jalen Milroe before.
We had Jalen Milroe, yeah.
Since he's been at Bama. I don't think we've had Cam Ward, but maybe when he was with
a lot of good defensive linemen, offensive linemen, but as far as like the skill positions, I mean, not as much usual. The quarterback's not getting drafted much, other than, of course, the first pick, Cam Ward.
Yeah, but even
Travis Hunter,
yeah. But even
fun.
even last year's class with Jaden and Caleb and all those guys, we've had all of them besides Marvin Harrison because of legal stuff with him.
But I think he got the
now
figure
he's
it out.
all good.
Yeah. I need Max Crosby for my dad. Well,
Keep watching.
I'll say the same thing that Alex just said, and the same thing I always tell our customers. My advice to everybody in this break room is every single day you wake up in the morning and you go to ultimateautographs.com. You check before the 9 a.m. show. You check in the middle of the show. You check before 12, before 3, before 6. See what else we got on that page, because the series sell out. We drop new ones, and there's always names coming in and out of the break room. All right, we'll do the jersey wheel spin at 155. I'll give you guys 4 minutes. You guys get that jersey series moving. You will be in the Chase wheel spin. If you don't get that sold out by 155, you will not be in the wheel spin. As far as breaks we could knock out this show, basketball is 4 to go. You guys get that filled up by 2 o'clock. We'll break it. Karl Malone, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, Shaq, KG, AI, Steve Nash, Damian Lillard, and James Harden all still available in that series. And then the black and blue half and half. Now, speaking of headliner ratios, we're down to 9 boxes left. We have 7 headliners left. The Urlacher Speed Flex, the Mayfield Speed Flex, the Revis Authentic, the Jettas Flex, the Derrick Henry Authentic, and the Russell Wilson Flex. So that's 4 to go. If it's like 1 or 2 to go by 2 o'clock, give you a little bit more time. If it's still 3 or 4, that'll be a pre-fill for the 3 p.m. show.
We got Danny who wants to run back the quad. He got a spot in there.
So Danny got a spot on that quad vault, which could break late this show or early on at 3 p.m. Those are options. Danny making a wise move because there is a 40% chance that quad will feature the Josh Allen helmet, given that there's 10 boxes left. 4 come out in this quad break. So making moves, guys. Making moves on that break page. Otherwise, yeah, we'll regroup for the 3 p.m. show. About 2 o'clock, if nothing else is full, Alex. Those minis, those jerseys, the basketball, the half and half could be nice little starts for our 3 p.m. hour. This is actually not this show, Emmett Smith.
No.
We skipped a lot of headliners, man.
The ratios are
Have
great.
we pulled a single? Only the Tomlinson secondary. Actually, he was a photoed
He's
name.
the only photoed one we've pulled.
Only photoed headliner, LaDainian Tomlinson. Otherwise, James Cook, Marcus Allen. We had Michael Vick, Kenneth Gainwell, Dave Casper, David Njoku. So with us skipping headliners, the ratios just got better, Alex.
Yeah, Marcus Allen and Michael Vick were secondary headliners.
Okay, so there you go. So we did do some damage. All right, wheel spin for the jerseys. Wheel spin for the jerseys coming up here. Let me just double check the jerseys here. Still looking at 6 to go, Alex.
Yeah.
So jersey wheel spin is coming up. We did get Danny Raspberry getting in that quad as well. So thank you, Danny. Making moves, putting that one at 7 to go. All right, so we'll be giving out a gift card here. I've been spinning pretty high lately, Alex. Pretty high on that wheel spin of late. So we'll throw you guys in there. It's about to be 155. Giving them every second just in case they close up the jerseys. But otherwise, our Chase wheel spin for this show is closed. All right, 155. Let's do this thing. So top name after 12 clicks is getting a gift card here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, and 12. It is Michael Convey.
There you go.
So if you're watching, Michael, let us know what number you want to start on. Otherwise, we'll start you on 1. I did spin low last night, actually, but late last week, Thursday, Friday, I was popping off some big numbers, Alex.
There we go.
Popping off some big numbers late last week. So is Michael Convey out there? Giants Nation. If you're out there, Michael, do let us know, good sir. I'll give him about 30 seconds, Alex. If he's not out there, I will spin the wheel, and whatever this lands on, that is how much money he's getting in an Ultimate Autographs gift card. Mr. Convey, are you lurking, sir? Bueller, Michael Convey. All right, let's spin it, Alex. Good luck, Michael. All right, so this one is a little bit lower, but it's obviously better than nothing. $15. $15 gift card headed home to Michael Convey. I will show off a couple series here for a last call for this show, or potentially a nice little preview for the 3 p.m. show. So I'm guessing the hot break will be this one, the vault, right?
Vault.
Josh Allen, Kurt Warner, Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, 5 photoed headliners, 2 secondary, Terrell Suggs, James Cook, 70% chance at a headliner, guys, in this series. The best lit in the break room, JA17, still in there. That will be a hot break in the 3 p.m. show. The other one that I think will be hot is this black and blue half and half.
Yes.
Right? We have 9 boxes left. We got the Urlacher Flex, the Mayfield Rip Speed Flex, the Rivas Authentic, the J. Jettis Chrome Flex. Boy, this thing is absolutely terrific. Justin Jefferson, very, very clean lid. We still got the Russell Wilson Flex. Here's that Baker Mayfield Flex. So those two have really about 70-80% chance at a headliner in both of those series. Those are my recommendations for the next show. Obviously, the diamonds are always good, though. Every headliner left in here except for the Terrell Davis in the diamonds. And then basketball break, which I mentioned, that will likely go at 3 p.m. as well. Only 4 spots to go. Still got KG, Malone, Shaq, Pierce. We got the Harden, Dame Time, Steve Nash, and Allen Iverson left in the basketball. So hit of the show is this LaDainian Tomlinson, I would say.
Yeah.
And then Emmitt Smith was the early show. This Chrome Emmitt Smith Speed Flex was the early show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, final thoughts for noon, Alex?
We're still loaded up. I mean, we did a good job of knocking out some breaks, but we're still loaded up in the vault. Let's go get that Josh Allen, and it's going to get pulled next show, without a doubt.
Probably the number one mistake our customers make is
Waiting.
Waiting, well, that, but specifically when a filler comes out, they're like, I don't want to get in. The headliners didn't come out. It wasn't, a massive name. If the fillers come out, the headliner ratios got better. Mm-hmm. So if you're sitting there watching the show and it's a bunch of the fillers or secondary names, you should be jumping in immediately because the headliner ratios just got better. And I mean, the ratios are sick right now. That's 7 and 9 chance in the black and blue and 7 and 10 chance in the vault. We're looking at 70% or better in both series.
YouTube is popping up.
There we go. It's back.
Yeah.
So good. We're good on YouTube. Sick lid. Go LT, says Tanya. Agreed. So, Alex, that'll do it for us for the noon hour. As always, great job co-hosting, producing. Great job to the customers. Guys, thank you so much for watching, chatting, buying. You guys make the show possible. You guys make the show fun. So we'll be right back at 3 p.m., 60-minute lunch break. We'll pick it up in the vault, in the black and blue, and many other series. Should be an awesome 3 p.m. show, guys. We'll see you in 1 hour, 9, 12, 3, and 6 Central Time every single day from right here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room.